This is Tank's Vlog, November 6, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. We're brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank. A new episode will be dropping Tuesday. We look at everything in the NFL, college football, some basketball. Another great episode. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's dropping this morning. Listen on SoundCloud and iTunes. And you're not going to be disappointed. I give another update of my experience at the LA Fitness, so you got to listen. Woo-wee. The Dallas Cowboys. They went into Monday Night Football. They were the favorites. They were unbeaten at home, looking to get back to 500, looking to get into the NFC East race. They were good, trying to take advantage of the Redskins losing on Sunday and fumble. Dak Prescott just had a terrible game. They blew several opportunities in the red zone, missed a key field goal, interceptions. Meanwhile, Marcus Mariota was strong and steady. 2 touchdown passes, one with his legs, as the Tennessee Titans went into Dallas, ended their 3-game losing streak by beating the Cowboys 28-14. You know, the Dallas Cowboys, they're just not going to go anywhere with Jason Garrett as their coach. And yet the reason he stays their coach is because he lets Jerry Jones do what he wants. And Dak Prescott, you know, he had a good rookie year. He was rookie of the year. Should not have been rookie of the year. I think Ezekiel Elliott should have been rookie of the year. And it's been... I mean, you could ski down the path of the Dak Prescott from his first season to now. I mean, right now, if you're asking me, the Cowboys are going to be looking for a new quarterback because I think Dak Prescott is not the answer. And it was just a very bad night. If you're a fan of America's team, I think you could almost stick a fork in the Cowboys there. And at 3-5, the only reason they're still alive is how bad the NFC East is. Otherwise, they'd be pretty much D-O-N-E, done. Devils ended their recent struggles, got their first road win of the year. It was Hockey Fights Cancer Night, and who came through but Brian Boyle, the man who last year battled leukemia, came back and played, and a great game. He had a hat trick, his first career hat trick, leading the Devils to a 5-1 win in Pittsburgh over the Penguins. It was the Bruins 2-1 over the Stars in overtime on Brad Marchand's game winner. The Montreal Canadiens, a team that a lot of people thought was going to be awful, has surprised. They've had great goaltending from Carey Price. They've gotten enough offense. And today beat the Islanders, ending the Islanders' winning streak in a shootout, a 4-3 win. It was the Capitals snapping a 2-game losing streak, coming home as they beat the Oilers 4-2, and the Flyers over the Arizona Coyotes 5-2 on the road. NBA, the Knicks. You know, sometimes they look like they're about to be really good, and sometimes they look like they're going to be really bad. And against a Bulls team that's just about the same as they are, they gave up 41 points to Zach LaVine. Lost to overtime, a back-and-forth game. If these two teams were actually contenders, this game would be something to really cheer about. But nope, not these two teams. Both of them are 3-8 after the game. Enes Kanter had a terrific night. 23 points, 24 boards, 7 assists. But it was not enough as the Knicks lost at home 116-115. Another overtime game on Monday night. We saw the Miami Heat burn the suddenly cold Detroit Pistons. Pistons got off to a good start, and now they've gone this way. This is just how it is. I don't understand the Pistons. Blake Griffin's putting up big numbers. Andre Drummond, 25-24, and they can't win. They're now 4-5. Same record as the Heat. Heat win the game 120-115. Rockets, they're finally getting their act together as they got a third straight win on James Harden three-pointer in the final minutes, beating the Pacers on the road 98-94. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Cadavers continue to I miss you. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers, that meme of holding up that picture of LeBron, that's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're now 1-9 as they lost to the Orlando Magic on a buzzer beater, 102-100. It was the Thunder beating the Pelicans 122-116. How about those Denver Nuggets? Denver Nuggets right now are the best team in the NBA. They beat the Celtics, who the Celtics have not really gotten it going. Celtics have not gotten it going. Got a good game from Kyrie Irving, 31-5-5. But they have not gotten it going. Beating as they lost 115-107 in the Mile High City. And another team that's just as good as the Nuggets, in fact, they have one more win, is the Toronto Raptors. 124-111. But you know what? Raptors might win the division again, but you know, they're the shrinky dinks in the playoffs. They always find a way to choke. They beat the Jazz tonight, 124-111 in Utah. Also at 10-1 is the Golden State Warriors, who stayed golden, beating the Grizzlies 117-101. Nice night by Kevin Durant. And the Minnesota Timberwolves lost to the Clippers 120-109. So far this year, the Clippers, the Timberwolves are 4-7 and winless away from the Target Center. That is 30 years. They're a 30-year-old franchise, the Timberwolves. They only had 1 year where they've won playoff games. They've won two playoff series in 30 years. And it's only 2004 when they made a good run to the Western Conference Final with MVP season from Kevin Garnett that they actually won a playoff series. And they haven't. This is a brutal organization. And no one really mentioned just how bad the Timberwolves have been for 30 years. I mean, really bad. As we move to our 3 stars in the night. Number 1 star, Brian Boyle, beat cancer last year on Hockey Fights Cancer Night. Tonight, records his first career hat trick, leading the Devils to a win, much needed win. Devils were really struggling. They hadn't won a game on the road. They're on a 7-game road trip. Lost the first 3 games. Needed this win desperately tonight. Marcus Mariota, 240 in the air, 2 touchdowns, another touchdown on the ground as the Titans slapped the Cowboys. And it was Jamal Murray, 48 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, leading the Nuggets past the Celtics. Today's birthday shout-out goes to... Here's a picture that a lot of people don't remember, but he was a key part of the We Are Family Pirates, later pitched for the Mets and Yankees, Brooklyn native. I'm talking about John Candelaria, who turned 65 on Tuesday. And we take a look back to 1929, when the NFL in Providence, yes, the NFL had a team in Providence called the Providence Steamroller. And it was not pluralized. They were the Providence Steamroller. They weren't the Steamrollers. That was an NBA team. They were the Steamroller. And they played the first night game using temporary lights at a baseball stadium, temporary floodlights, in a makeup of a game that was played. That was supposed to be played a few days earlier. But get this, they had to play 4 games in 6 nights. 6 days. I mean, what is going on with the NFL in the 20s? That was a weird time for the football. Well, anyway, they were the first team to play a night game in the NFL, and they were to host a night game, and they were blanked at home by the Chicago Cardinals, 16-0. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports. It's Sports Encyclopedia where sports history lives. And of course, listen to this week's edition of Allow Me to Be Frank, dropping Tuesday on SoundCloud and iTunes. Good day.